Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel of Ipsum. This is the first lecture on basic economics, which covers some building blocks for having a better understanding on the science of economics, as well as the fundamental principles of it. For the detailed outline of this video, please check the description box below, in which you can also find the links that you can download the lecture note and the lecture poster. You are also free to visit www.oeco-ipsum.com. Alright, let's get started then. So, what's the economics? First of all, it is something related to management. More specifically, economics is a social science that deals with the management of limited resources for satisfying human needs. So, it studies the coordination of productive activities. These are the activities which allocate resources, create goods and services, and distribute these final outputs. Another speciality of the science of economics is its focusing on economic units. This feature of economics also makes it a social science. Economic units are first individuals who are the smallest units of an economy. These are the people who produce and consume the products and services. Second, the households, which consist of individuals who want to live together under the same house. And the third, the firms, which are the establishments that produce the economic output by the means of resources. It is the behaviors of economic units what economics also wants to understand, because without understanding the way how a unit acts to the certain happenings, no better management of the resources or no better policies are ensured. In the framework of its behaviors, a unit reaches a conclusion with some consideration and make its decision, and then it makes its choice between two or more alternatives. These actions necessitate economic units to interact. Hence, another aspect of the science of economics are these interactions between the economic units. Economics, in its simplest definition, is the study of economy. As I try to explain, economy is a system for allocating scarce resources in the best or the most favorable way. There are basically two types of systems for an economy which may be applied by governments around the world. These are the market economy and the common economy. In a market economy, they are the free interactions of economic units which lead the market, which shape the final outcome. In a common economy, it is the central government who decides and plans the allocation of productive activities. Hence, the central planning is crucial for the common economies. On the contrary, market economy is governed by so-called invisible hand. So, at the left-hand side of the blackboard, we have resources. Resources are scarce, means they are not unlimited, and they run out in some time. This issue is named as the problem of scarcity, that also stems from the unlimited wants and needs of people. In a process that we will name it shortly, resources are taken as inputs, are exposed to a transformation, and after this transformation, they pop up as outputs. These outputs come in the forms of goods and services, which will be consumed by the individuals. And the transformation action here is named as production. Now, let me identify the types of resources. We also name them as factors of production. These are the first, human resources, such as workers, engineers, so on. The second, the resources coming from the nature, or the natural resources, such as minerals and water. And the third, the capital, which are also manufactured goods, such as machines and transportation vehicles. The human resources appear in the form of labor. As for the natural resources, they emerge in the form of land and raw materials. For the capital, you can think the plants or factories as some form of the capital. Besides, plants also host machines, which are also capital, as I stated before. Now let's talk on the constraints of resources. Human resources are limited in numbers and skills. Natural resources, on the other hand, are limited in quantities. For the capital, it is the productivity of capital that is limited, and it is limited by the state of technology. Regarding the capital, I would like to emphasize some important points. As the level of technology in a country increases, so the level of productivity is expected to go up. This also comes along with the output growth, which provides improvements of living standards in that certain country, meaning that the country gets richer along the time. Finally, the left-hand side of the blackboard, demonstrated by red, are related to output supply. We can name it as aggregate supply too. Now let's move on to the right-hand side of the board. We now have wants and needs of people, such as a need for the food, a need for the water, or a need for the healthcare, or a want for watching movie, or a want for buying a classical car. Each of these wants and needs are required for the first, the survival of the humankind, and the second, for improving the living standards of them. These wants and needs are virtually unlimited and have to be fulfilled. In order to fulfill these needs, outputs, the goods and services, first have to be acquired and then consumed by the people. And it is the action of consumption that fulfills or satisfies the individuals. Eventually, the right-hand side of the board, demonstrated by green, are related to output demand. We can name the output demand also as the aggregate demand, or alternatively, we can call it the aggregate spending, or total expenditure too, as the acquisition of these goods and services are required some amount of expenditure or spending. In parallel, we can name the left-hand side as the aggregate production. This brings us to the end of the lecture. Don't forget to push the like and subscription button, and please visit ecoipsum.com. I will see you in another video. Bye.